At the left side of the cylinder, one energy strand pushed so far outward that it formed a limb-like shape. The magnetic shell stretched outward with it, forming what resembled a translucent arm. Fingers. 5 distinct points of energy pressed outward from the limb, each finger made of thin currents reaching for the boundary. The right side mirrored the left. Arms, legs, a torso, a head, all formed from energy pressing outward, shaping the magnetic field like a sculptor pushing from the inside. I realized then what I was witnessing appeared to be a child, but even as I saw it, I understood that this was not its true form. What I was being shown was something I could recognize. What existed before me had not begun with shape or structure. It had been something far greater, a mass of contained energy becoming aware within itself. What I was seeing was not what it was, but what I could understand. A child made of pure energy forming within the shell. No, not forming within, but existing within the boundary that contained it. It was becoming the shell, or the shell was becoming like skin, giving the energy shape, somehow holding the energy together while forming as part of the energy. What had become the head portion of this vision in front of me turned, slow and deliberate, though its eyes weren't formed. The sockets were deep, dark, and empty. The figure glowed from within its nervous system, visible as a branching web of electric threads running down its spine and through its limbs. I wasn't afraid anymore. The fear had been replaced by awe. The child floated, suspended in the darkness, unaware of me, unaware of anything beyond its own forming existence. And yet I felt a presence, a purpose radiating from it, not human, not earthly, but intentional. Questions formed in my mind before I could speak to them. How would it breathe? What would it eat? What would sustain it? Is it alive or simply energy shaped like life? Before I could finish forming the questions, the voice returned. Not with thunder this time, not with force, but with clarity. Watch the child grow. It needs no food, no water, no air. The voice wasn't answering my question. It was answering my thought. I pushed further, still terrified to break the vision, afraid the sound of my own voice would pull me awake. But my curiosity won. Who will teach this child? I asked silently. The answer came immediately. Must all knowledge be taught? Is there no knowledge that can be learned? The truth of that statement hit me like a stone. Everything humanity had ever created, tools, language, electricity, art, was learned by someone before it was ever taught. Discovery comes first. Teaching follows. The vision continued. Time didn't exist. There was no fatigue, no sense of urgency, no fear. Just an unfolding of creation or something beyond creation. Eventually the darkness faded. The energy dimmed. The child's form dissolved back into whatever universe held it. Everything went quiet. When I woke the next morning, I remembered every detail. Not fragments, not shapes. The entire vision is clear, vivid, unforgettable. The first visual memory I had retained since the accident. And I knew, with a kind of certainty I had never felt before, that this was not the end. It was the beginning of something, becoming aware of itself.